Today is a very auspicious day, Disappearance Day of one personal associate of Prabhupada Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Goswami Maharaj. He appeared in Midnapur and his father was rich, but he was in favor of Gauriya Math preachers. So he invited to his house Gauriya Math preachers. So when Srila Bhakti Hridoy Bon Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj came to his house, there was a few days program. So at that time they noticed that their youngest son, whose name was Radharaman, was not like other children, restless and not interested, but he was very interested to participate in the kirtan and to hear Harikatha and to serve the Vaishnavas. He was very attentive. So they suggested to, after it went on not only one day, but whole program. So they suggested to Father that we would like to take him to the Math, where he can get spiritual education and also he can go to normal, that secular school. What do you think? Then he said yes. And they asked him and he said, yes, I can do. So they came to Prabhupada in Uttadanga Road in Calcutta. Prabhupada also asked him, you will be able to stay with sadhus? He said yes. Very decisively, with determination, said yes. So he was staying in the Math, very young, and he was serving the Vaishnavas and hearing Harikatha of Prabhupada. Prabhupada sometimes would give him some sweets because he was a small boy. And at the same time he was going to school. Both he was doing. So gradually he became proficient in Kirtan and in Siddhanta, and he also wrote one article which Prabhupada also published about our identity. He said, I don't see that I am Jibar Swarup Krishna Nityadas, that I am eternal servant of Krishna. I see as I am eternal servant of Gurudev. I don't see Krishna now, but I see Gurudev. So my identity now is I am Guru's servant. So Prabhupada, he published that article, and he was also explaining different exhibitions. Then also his parents and both father and mother and other brothers, they also came to visit. They were also inspired, so they also got initiation from Prabhupada and they went home. They did not take him with him because he was not ready to go home, and they were also not pressing him. So he was, Srila Shanta Goswami Maharaj was preaching with other senior devotees, and one time also they requested Prabhupada to send one Kirtaniya to Dhaka Gauriya Math in Bangladesh, because there was a lack of Kirtaniya. So Prabhupada asked Radharaman, you can go? Said, yes, I can go. If you order, I'm going. Then while he was going, he had to go with the boat. So he sat in one chair when no one was there. Then slowly other people start to come. Then one man came and he started to rebuke him. You are a young man. Why you are taking seat? We are elder than you. You should give us a seat. So he, without saying anything, he gave the seat. Then, tolerant as a tree, then when they were going, then suddenly there was a big storm, and the captain of the ship, he announced on the speaker that there is such a big storm and we lost control over the ship. We don't know what will happen. So now there is no other chance. You all pray to God. Then that old man who was before criticizing him, he said that he's a sadhu. He was in saffron cloth. He's a sadhu. If we pray to God, he might not hear us. But he's a sadhu. He will hear his prayer. So he requested. Then Radharaman said, I can chant Harinam. I am not realized soul, but my Gurudev gave me Harinam. I can chant, but you also follow also with me. You sing after me. So he was doing kirtan and all were singing because it was danger. Then after some time that storm calmed down and the ship was okay and everything was okay. So it was proved that he is a real Kirtaniya, one who can call to Krishna. Kirtaniya does not mean someone only externally with nice voice, nice tune, melody. That is not. One who is a surrendered soul, his prayer will be heard by Sri Krishna. Not music, but one who is surrendered to Krishna for his service. So it happened that it was proved that he is a real Kirtaniya. So then, after he got all blessings of Prabhupada. And after the disappearance of Prabhupada, he became discouraged by seeing that Leela going on in the mat. So he left house. Means he left mat and went back to his parents' house and was staying there. And no one knew about this. Even our Parangurudev never told about this. Only Shanta Gosai Maharaj, when he revealed later on, then he told that actually your Parangurudev, means Srila Bhakti Daita Madhav Gosai Maharaj, he rescued me. I went to house because I was discouraged, but he came searching after me. And he told me, no, you cannot stay here in the house. You come to stay in the mat. You continue your service. This is all, some turmoil is there, but you should serve. So he took him back to the mat. Then he was staying in Chaitanya mat. And then he took sannyas also from Srila Bhakti Vichar Jajabar Gosai Maharaj. That was later on. Before also he was leading parikramas of Navadip and doing kirtan. And then after taking sannyas, he also made his own mission. He also went one time to Europe to preach. Switzerland, Austria, Holland, some places he visited one time. And very spirited person, our Gurudev told, he would speak directly, truth, bold way, not caring for anyone. So one example Gurudev told, when in Kashmir, some tea garden owners, and that king also and others, they made inauguration there. So they thought, let us invite some sadhu, he will bless. So they invited Shanta Gosai Maharaj, and he came, and when it was his turn to speak, then he said, actually those who are virtuous, they will not indulge in sinful activities. They will not eat meat, fish, eggs, onion, garlic, red dal, these things. They will not gamble, they will not have illicit sex connection, and they will also not take any kind of intoxicants, opium, marijuana, drugs, alcohol, cigarette, even not tea, that Indian tea, black tea and green tea, he said. then all were disturbed. Why we invited this sadhu? He will ruin our business now. We didn't know he will speak this, because many sadhus in India, you will find, they don't care about the rules. These 4 rules and regulations, they don't never tell, because then they will lose their followers. No one will be interested. But that is not service of Krishna. If we want to serve Krishna, we have to obey what he wants. So then one person there said, no, Swamiji, that is not correct. Because even Krishna is supporting tea in Bhagavad Gita. Then Shanta Goswami Maharaj said, I read Gita many times. I don't remember any verse there of Krishna supporting tea. Then that person said that verse. One second. Sarvasya chaham hridi sanivishto matah smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Vedescha sarve aham eva vedyo vedanta krit veda vit eva chaham. This verse. The meaning is, I am in the heart of every living entity. From me come remembrance and forgetfulness. And by all the Vedas, I am to be known. I am the compiler of Vedanta, as Vyasadeva, and I know the meaning. But this man, he translated, explained in the form of cha, that is Indian tea, chai or cha in short, cha. I have entered into the heart of every jiva. And lastly, Krishna himself says, I am cha, chaham, meaning I am tea. The point is that the word cha in Sanskrit means and, not tea. But he explained that in the form of tea, cha aham, sarvasya chaham hridi sanvi, I entered into the heart of every living entity as tea. And they are feeling very soothing effect. Peace, they become peaceful by that. And eva chaham, I am tea. So then Shanta Maharaj told, this is not the meaning. This is twisted meaning. It's not actual meaning. So you will find many such things when people, because of their own anarthas, they try to support their anarthas by misinterpreting Shastra, misusing, or they will avoid certain parts of Shastra and like this. So that is not good. But he spoke directly. Also, one, his sannyasi disciple, when we took darshan of Shanta Maharaj, he told us he was once there in Kumbh Mela. There's so many Mayavadi sannyasis, hundreds, they were gathering. Then Shanta Maharaj challenged them. What you are saying, that is all wrong. That is not according to Shastra. You are saying, you are accepting Shastra, Veda, but you are misinterpreting. That is all wrong. I am saying this to you all here. If someone wants to debate with me and he defeats me, I will become his disciple. He challenged everyone, but no one dared to take the challenge because he realized the soul. He knows the Jiva is not Brahma. Jiva is Jiva, Brahma is Brahma, and Supreme Knowledge. There is eternal relation is there. This is what the Vedas are telling, and Vedanta Sutra, everything. So one who is realized in that knowledge, well established, like Shukadeva Goswami, then he can say, and no one can refute. Also one time in Calcutta, one professor was speaking this on the mic. Jiva Brahmevana Para. Jiva is Brahma. On the mic. Then Shanta Maharaj became angry and he ran after him to punch him. Then that person became afraid and started to run, but Shanta Maharaj went after him to beat him and he was running there. Then Shanta Maharaj took the mic. This person was speaking about Brahma, that it is Nirakar, no form, no Vishesh, no specialities, Nirvishesh, and Nirvikar. It's not transformed. Unchangeable, that is not transformed, Nirvikar. Then Shanta Maharaj here, then he said, I am Brahma. But now you see why he is running away in fear. I want to beat him. Why he is transformed. Before he was not afraid, now he's afraid. That is all bogus, what he's speaking. Then everyone understood by this. That, yes. Practical example. One thing you are saying, another thing you are doing. So how your philosophy will stand? Brahma is Nirvikar, and you say you are Brahma, and you are transforming. So in this way, he was very strict. Our Gurudev told, he was very strict, bold, directly speaking everything. And one boy also, one time when he was hearing Harikatha, when they came home, he said that Swamiji said you should not use onion and garlic to mother. Then mother said, how you can make sabji without onion and garlic? You should not follow everything what sadhus are saying. But the boy said, no, that sadhu said it must be. So he went to him and he said, yes, you should not use onion and garlic. So those who are established in truth, they are not violent to jiva by speaking nonsense. They have real compassion to jivas. They want to engage them in the service of Krishna, not in the service of Maya, because that will not help them get what they need. So they speak out of compassion. So our Gurudev, he said that he first met him when he came from Hazra Road, Gauriya Math, in the beginning. That time Gurudev was not initiated, only staying in the mat as a brahmachari. But one day Parang Gurudev told him, suddenly you leave this place from back door and you go to Mednipur mat. Then Gurudev did not understand why suddenly this is his ordering. He went. Then later he came to know that 40 members of his family, they were searching for him everywhere, and they came to know that he's staying in Gauriya Math. So they came with 40 members to take him back to house, and with that girl with whom they want him to be married. But Parang Gurudev understood by the will of Krishna. That is why he told him, now leave this place. Then he went to Mednipur Math. There Gurudev got Harinam and was 3 days in ecstasy, not knowing what is going outside. Like Mahaprabhu told to his guru. Then after 3 days, at 1 a.m., not knowing that it is 1 a.m., he knocked on the door of Parang Gurudev, and Parang Gurudev woke up and came out. Then Gurudev gave full Dandavat Pranam, Sashtanga Dandavat, and he asked, what mantra you gave me? As Mahaprabhu said to his Gurudev Ishwar, when he was in Prakashananda Saraswati, he was asking, why you are dancing and like a madman? You should study Vedanta, you are a sannyasi. Why you are sentimental and dancing and singing there with other sentimentalists? Then Mahaprabhu said, what I can do? I surrendered myself to Gurudev, Then he told me, you are a fool. You have no capacity to understand Vedanta. So you should only chant Harinam. Because that is in Shastra, Harinam, Harinam, Eva Kevalam. So you chant this name. Then I did what Gurudev told. I'm full. Then automatically it happened. I was dancing and chanting and ecstatical symptoms. I became mad. Then I went back to Gurudev and I asked him, Gurudev, what mantra you gave me? I became mad. Then my Gurudev told me, no, this is good. These are the symptoms of Krishna Prema you developed by chanting the name. That is fifth, the ultimate goal of human life. Not Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, but Prema, Krishna Prema. So you got it, it is very good. You go on. And also you make others practice this. So when Mahaprabhu explained in this way, then all Mayavadi sannyasis, they understood, yes, this is something superior. Because they don't have actual any bliss there. In comparison with Krishna Prema, so they understood. So like that, our Gurudev also asked Paranguru, what kind of mantra you gave me? Because for 3 days he was totally unaware of external things, so much in ecstasy. So there Gurudev told, there I saw Srila Bhakti Kumud Gosvami Maharaj. He was dancing and singing kirtan. He was very proficient in singing, and also Harikatha and Nagar Sankirtan, everything he was doing. Then later on also, Shanta Goswami Maharaj used to come to our mat on those annual festivals to speak Harikatha. Our Parangurudev used to invite, and everyone loved him because they thought he's like a son of Prabhupada, because he came very young and Prabhupada was treating him like a son, and he would call everyone Prabhu, but him he would call Tui, which is very intimate, without any Aishwarya. You have 3. You can say in Bangla, Apni. That is with full respect, you, Apni, or Prabhu. Then you have Tumi, means you. But Tui is very intimate. So like this, Prabhupada called him. Only few he called like that. So Shanta Goswami Maharaj was very spirited, our Gurudev told, and he played this pastime that when our Gurudev became Acharya on the appointment of Parangurudev, then it was okay, but one sannyasi of our mat, god brother of Gurudev, he was preaching outside India also, so he thought, let me also initiate disciples. So he came to Gurudev, and Gurudev said, our Gurudev already told, any of my disciple, if he feels qualified, he can take disciples. How I can deprive him of this service of Supreme Lord? But he should make his own institution there, mission. In Chaitanya Gauriya Math, only one Acharya, and I named him. So Gurudev repeated this. You can take disciple, there is no objection, but not within Chaitanya Gauriya Math. But they were pressing Gurudev, no, we can make many Acharya. Then Gurudev said, how I can change the rules of my Gurudev? Then they said, but now you are Acharya, now you can change. They said, but just now Gurudev gave like this. So Gurudev was always following to the point, to the every point of Parangurudev. You cannot deviate him, because he understood the benefit of that. But they were pressing And many god brothers, then other sannyasis also, they were pressing, and they put Gurudev in court also. And so much they did that then Gurudev said, okay, I am unqualified, so if any more qualified, then I will resign. You just give me some service in the mat, and some more qualified can become acharya. Then Gurudev already said, I can do this. Then Shanta Gosai Maharaj, when he heard this, he came to our mat. Very strong. He said, no. Your Gurudev, he told to all God brothers, your Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Daita Madhava Gosai Maharaj, he consulted with me also, with other God brothers and with me also. And it is the desire of your Gurudev that Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Gosai Maharaj will be Acharya of Chaitanya Gauriya Math. So that is his wish, that is his order. And he told to Gurudev, if you will resign from this post, then this mat will be ruined. So then you will be the cause of this. It will be ruined. You got this service. And he said, you should not do this. And he told to others, you all should follow him. It is your Gurudev's order that everyone should follow him. Then the situation was settled because he's senior to all of them and he's a disciple of Prabhupada, pure devotee. So then it was settled by him. That is why Gurudev also always regarded him as one of his prominent Shiksha gurus. And he used to visit him, and Shanta Gosai Maharaj had full faith in our Gurudev. Whoever came to him, he said, you are very lucky that you got such guru. He has full realization. I can tell this. By the grace of Prabhupada, I can tell. He has full realization. So if you follow him, you will reach Golok Vrindavan. So in this way, there was a relationship, and I met him in 1999 on the last Vyasa Puja of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj. I saw him, Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Gosai Maharaj, sitting on a chair on the stage, and he was speaking Harikatha in English. Only what I remember was that the topic they gave him, because he said on the mic, they requested me to speak on the topic of Guru Tattva, and he was speaking in English. But I don't remember much what he spoke, but I remember him saying with that turban and everything. And also because at the end of the program, there was Arati of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj. His photo was there because he was in the bed. And they put 3 chairs for Shanta Gosai Maharaj, for Nayanananda Das Babaji Maharaj. He is a disciple of Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and our Gurudev. But our Gurudev did not want to sit on the chair together with them. He said, no, I cannot sit same platform. Then Gurudev removed the chair and sat on the ground. So then they did Arati of Puri Maharaj and then to them, and Gurudev was sitting down. Always ideal character. Also when Gurudev went to Holland, there was one Sanatan Dharma, like Hindu temple, and all different deities, Ramchandra, Radha Krishna, like in India, and also Ganesh was there, and Shiva and others. So they gave one chair to Gurudev to speak Harikatha, and near Ganesh on chair. And Gurudev said, I cannot sit above Ganesh. How I can sit? Ganesh, he was writing all the Vedas when Vyasadeva was dictating, he was writing. He's our object to worship. How I can sit above, means same platform or higher like him? Not possible. He sat on the ground. Even when Gurudev came to Slovenia in 2002, first 98, then 99, then 2000 and 2002, I took him to one apartment, no one was there, and the Gurudev asked me before entering, should I put off my shoes, those sandals? Then I said, as you like, you can have, or you can, as you like. But when Gurudev entered the flat, then he saw the photo of his Gurudev and Prabhupada there. Immediately Gurudev, he stopped, immediately went out and put off the shoes. Then again he entered and gave full Dandavat Pranam on the ground, full. And it was on some like closet something. So then I showed to Gurudev that he can sit on this bed here. And Gurudev was seeing and checking if that bed is higher or lower than where they are, the photo there. Because Gurudev, when he came inside, then he said, oh, Gurudev is here. Then he went out and took off the shoes. He didn't say photo of Gurudev. He said, oh, Gurudev is here. Then he was checking and it was about same. Then also I didn't know what to do now. Gurudev did not want to sit. Then Gurudev told me, you can cover them or you can turn them around. So then I found some cloth, I covered, then Gurudev said. So Gurudev always ideal character because he's realized soul, he can feel everything. That is not theoretical knowledge. He feels everything. So he cannot act something contrary to devotion. Impossible. We may commit mistake, but those who realize soul, they will not, because they know how to behave. So then in 2007, when we were in Calcutta, then I came to Gurudev and I asked his permission. I said, Gurudev, I have a desire to go to take darshan of Srila Bhakti Kumud Gosvami Maharaj. That time Maharaj was already doing the pastime of staying on bed only because he broke some bone, something. So then Gurudev was, yes, you should go. But you tell them before. You inform them that you are coming, how many and everything. That time I did not understand why Gurudev told. But then we called through Hrishikesh Maharaj that 5 Western devotees, they would like to take darshan. Then they asked what they want to eat. First thing they asked, what they want to eat. Then we said, whatever, we are not coming there to eat, we want to take darshan. No, what they want to eat. Anything what is there, what you are making. No, you tell what you want to eat. Then we said, because Gurudev that time told, something without chili, because they were again and again telling, so we had to answer. Then they say, okay, you come. Immediately they agreed. And also, before that, I may not forget, when Shanta Gosai Maharaj came back from house and took sannyas, then he became somewhat inspired to take initiation from him, but he was staying in Chaitanya Math, which Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj, he was Acharya. So he said, what I have to do? Then he said, yes, you can take disciples, but first one you should give to me. Then really, his first disciple, Shanta Goswami Maharaj initiated him, but he offered him for the service of Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj in Chaitanya Math, Mayapur. That he is still living. I met him. Kanupriya Babaji Maharaj is now. He's Shanta Maharaj's disciple first. And whole life he's staying in Mayapur Chaitanya Math because that is the order of his guru. And he's not Acharya, but he's president of that Math. Shanta Maharaj's disciple. So then we came there to Behala temple, and in between, I'm telling, this Behala temple is also not ordinary. Shanta Goswami Maharaj got that land, but it was very bad area. So many sinful activities going on. Prostitution, animal killing, steal, everything going very bad. But Shanta Maharaj somehow got that land, so he started preaching there, and he got so much opposition from all sides. So he was already ready. He got DT, maybe from Jaipur, that he will install, but he became discouraged. So much disturbance came, even they sent one lady during the night time to pretend that she is in the great danger and that she was knocking on the door, you please let me in, someone is trying to kill me, and like this, so that they will then say, Maharaj is receiving ladies during night time for illicit sex connection. They made that. They wanted to prove later on about in this way, but Maharaj understood by the will of Krishna, he understood and did not let her in. How you can cheat pure devotee? He knows everything. So, but Maharaj also, he became discouraged, so much opposition that he already changed. No, I will not make one mat here, too much problem. So I will give this deity to Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj, and I will give up my body. I cannot. But then, when he was thinking about this, then suddenly, from that box, uninstalled deity, he suddenly stood up. Krishna stood up. Then Shanta Maharaj understood, oh, he wants to say, I will stay here only. I'm not going anywhere. Because in box he wanted to bring him to our mat, but Krishna stood there. Then Shanta Maharaj understood, oh, he wants to stay here. So I have to take this service. Like yesterday we heard Jagannath, stayed there. I will not move. So this Krishna also will not move. So Shanta Maharaj then changed again and he made an installation and mat was established. Then slowly by his bhajan and by the grace of Krishna, that area slowly they became purified and they became inclined to serve Krishna. So that is the mercy of Krishna. He wanted to give such opportunity to that area. So he established that mat in Behala. So one time, one university professor, something high position, or some judge or some high position, someone, he came to our mat to Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, who was staying there doing bhajan. He said, I want to take your shelter. I want to become your disciple. Then Puri Maharaj asked him, from where you are? He said, I am from Behala. Then Puri Maharaj said, then why you came here? Shanta Goswami Maharaj is staying there. You should take shelter of him. Why you are coming to me? The same Ganga is flowing. If you take bath, this area or that area is same Ganga. So his same Ganga is there. Means he's spiritual, he's my God brother. But if you will take shelter of him, then you will have more opportunity for direct service of him, because you are from that area, so you go to him. So Puri Gosai Maharaj did not say, yes, you come, you become my disciple. We are competing who will get more and more disciples. That is not in the mind of real devotees. Real devotees, they want to serve Krishna. What Krishna wants, they will do that, even if they will have no disciple or one disciple. They are doing the service of Krishna, not gathering material things. So although that was a high class one person, so we would fight for him, but Puri Maharaj said, no, why you came here? There you take shelter of my God brother. There is Ganga is there. So then this Behala temple, we came, 5. And we met that sannyasis there. One I knew from before. And they took us inside the room. That time Shanta Gosai Maharaj was playing the pastime of illness, lying on the bed. But when we entered that room, his bhajan kutir, then I felt this different atmosphere here, like entering into Golok, Vrindavan, Vaikuntha, some different, from material world, entering into spiritual world. Such thick atmosphere was there. And we saw Shanta Gosai Maharaj very old and like lying, but he was very beautiful. Old man, if you see him, he's not beautiful. Ordinary old man. Young men, they are beautiful, or young ladies. But not old ladies and old men. But he was so beautiful, very old and sick also, Lila, very beautiful. I was surprised how this is possible. And very shining, golden shining. And I understood Maharaj closed eyes, and I got that glimpse that actually he's all the time present in the Lila, in Golok Lila. He's inside, he's always there and serving. Then we offered the garland and these things, then we came out. He did not speak at that time, but his disciple then spoke something about him. Then Prasad. Then we came there to the room, and that Maharaj who was in charge of that mat, Jyoti Maharaj, he sat on one bench there and he was supervising. They gave asana and we had to sit, and they brought plates and everything, and then they start to bring prasad, rice, this sabji, and everything was Indian made, but no chili inside, because we said no chili. But all Indian preparations with jeera, kalonji, everything inside, haldi, but no chili. So it was very tasty, and we were surprised. We thought, okay, because usually if there was without chili, then we get rice and one sabji. That was our understanding. But that time they kept on bringing. So it was ultimately so much. We thought only rice and sabji, so we took more sabji because only this. But so many things they brought, and pakora and everything, and sweets, and that Maharaj was observing. If someone already took one sabji, then he would order you, give him more, like this. He was serving with great affection. And later I heard that this is the mood of Shanta Gosai Maharaj. He would personally want to serve, like our Gurudev also, and that was his hospitality like that. So in this way, we were feeling uncomfortable. They are making so much trouble for us. Then I understood why Gurudev told that we should inform them before. Not because they will, because he wants we should take like for enjoyment, no, but because he knows their mood. And if we would just suddenly come, then they will feel uncomfortable. Why you didn't tell us? Now how we can serve you? Like this. Thinking this, Gurudev told us, you inform them. Then that way they will be more happy in that way. So then we were surprised, and Gurudev told you bring that kheer, because Shanta Gosai Maharaj in Behala temple, he installed Guru Gaurango, Radha Madan Mohan, and Nrishinga Dev Bhagavan. So Nrishinga always he's taking kheer, all India. You have to serve Nrishinga kheer. So Gurudev told you bring some that kheer. Although Gurudev was strictly following diet, he did not have high sugar, but it was on the edge. So Gurudev said, I don't want to take any medicine, but I will strictly follow diet. So Gurudev strictly followed diet, but from Shanta Maharaj he would take. When he took darshan, then Shanta Maharaj, out of affection, he wanted to give one rasagula to Gurudev. Then our Acharya Maharaj stopped. No, he's not taking sweets because then his sugar level. Then Gurudev stopped him. No, don't stop him. And Gurudev took rasgula because it is coming from Shanta Gosai Maharaj's lotus hand, his Shiksha Guru. So Gurudev always took. So this time Gurudev also said, you bring that kheer of Nrishinga Bhagavan. So that one pot, earthen pot we took. So Shanta Gosai Maharaj's glories are unlimited because he's a personal associate of Prabhupada and Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu. So how we can only what we heard, we can speak something, some drop of his unlimited qualities just to purify myself. So he was one of those few disciples of Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur that I could see in this world. They were still present. There were some few others. Shanta Maharaj, I have that impression, Siddha. I got that glimpse where he is situated in Vrindavan, all the time serving and shining. So I am remembering Srila Bhakti Kumud, Shanta Gosai Maharaj on his disappearance day, just some months before or 1 month before, Gurudev was not going around anywhere, but suddenly he said, I have to take darshan of Shanta Gosai Maharaj. So he went and he worshipped him and everything. And then after 1 month, Shanta Gosai Maharaj on this day, he disappeared from this world. It means Gurudev knew that now he will soon go. So Gurudev wanted to take his darshan. So I am remembering Srila Shanta Gosai Maharaj and praying his causeless mercy. Tomorrow we'll continue our hearing.